Hey, alright. So, this is gonna be different than my other videos because, um, because of the kind of subject matter. Uh, so, what I'm talking about today is the whole Punisher kind of hating on certain actors or not liking the new movie, because, whatever the subject matter. Uh, I just, I just was reading a lot of the comments on certain YouTube site or certain YouTube videos, and it was just kind of it seemed odd to me that there's so much kind of hate going around or dislike, and I'm not saying everyone has to share my opinion. I'm just you know instead of just writing a comment on a video of the Punisher or whatever, I'm just gonna make my own video, and it'll be a lot easier because I can talk about a whole bunch of shit and not be limited to 500 words. So, anyways, my thinking is everyone's hating on Ray Stevenson, who is Frank Castle, the Punisher, in Warzone, and I mean, you look at the trailer, you look at the setting, you look at everything we've seen so far, you look at Jigsaw, and I mean, personally, it's based off the Max Punisher comics, which is, parental advisory, uh, all that other stuff. And I think, first off, I'm just gonna say, I think you're gonna do an awesome job. Uh, the script and the storytelling and what have you is looks true to the Punisher origins, not like the 2004 one. Uh, anyways, uh, Punisher as a character, yes, awesome character. Just kind of fucked him up the uh, in the 2004 version of the Punisher, in my opinion. Anyways, so Ray Stevenson, rock solid acting. Seems to be. He looks like he was ripped out of a Tim Bradstreet cover, which, you know, says a lot for him because if he can not only get the entire mannerism of the Punisher, and he also looks like the Punisher, that's also a plus because I mean Tom Jane, I've seen the 2004 one, and back when it came out, I was 14, 15, whatever, and I liked it because it's an action movie, boom, shit explodes, but as I've kind of gotten older, and I'm really not all that old, but as I've gotten more films watched and whatever, and my interests have changed, I I tend to gravitate to a better made movie or what have you, because of the fact you know I mean, people are bitching. Well, Tom Jane was the only Punisher. Fuck, the new Punisher Warzone is gonna suck. Uh, Ray Stevenson is nothing like the Punisher. And I mean, first of all, they fucked up the story in the first one, in the 2004 Punisher, because his family wasn't killed in the fucking family resort in the Bahamas or wherever the fuck they were. He wasn't an FBI agent. He wasn't a cop. Starting off, he was a fucking Marine from Vietnam. Now, let's recap this. Original Punisher, Nam war veteran. Punisher in 2004 movie, FBI agent. Not exactly on the same level of badass, if you know what I mean. And, the other thing is, this movie looks too fucking violent. Tom Jane, you know, Tom Jane did the Punisher so well. Like, I do agree. He did an okay job. But that was only because, the script for the first one, since they fucked it up, he did a good job for what he could do with the script. Because just the way things were, that's not his fault. But it would have been nice to see a little better, writing to stay true to the comics. Because usually, Hollywood says, huh, fuck the source material, we're gonna make this Hollywood. You know, like a Hollywood movie. No! Wrong. Bad Hollywood. Stick to the source material. That's why it was made in the first place. Sorry. Anyway, people hating on Tom Jane because his script was shitty. We have people hating on Ray Stevenson because he doesn't look like the Punisher. This movie's gonna suck because Tom Jane was the only Punisher. And we also have this movie's too violent. Well, movie being too violent isn't a bad thing. Why? Because the source material is violent. You look at the Punisher Max comics, which is mainly based on, in fact, the entire Red Band trailer is based on Punisher Max #1. Now, let's put it this way. When your comic book has a parental advisory box on the cover, it's not going to be sunshine and roses. It's going to be fucking brutal, graphic violence. And that's why people like the Punisher. Not because, you know, he drinks a lot of alcohol and he falls in love and, you know, he kills a room full of bad guys and then gets drunk and almost kills himself. No. We like him because he's a badass motherfucker. He's like a Rambo in a city. Now, Rambo 4 in a city, man, that shit would be amazing. Anyways, so, Punisher. I'm pumped about Warzone. Punisher from 2004 wasn't all that great because of the script and the writing and didn't stay true to the source material. Tom Jane wasn't all that great. He, you know, the only reason he walked was because he didn't make a lot of money. And I'm kind of happy he did because he really wasn't all that amazing in the first place. And, you know, Jigsaw, the villain in Warzone, was good. And I just think the way they made the first Punisher movie, the 2004 one, with the big Russian guy, you know, it could have been pulled off a lot more real, like, a lot better, I guess. And just the main gripe I have about the first one, it just wasn't gritty enough. I mean, they fucked around the source material. They didn't make it nearly as graphic or as dark and gritty as it should have been. And that's what I'm looking for in the Punisher movie, in Warzone, because, you know, he is the Punisher. And, you know, what more can I say? So anyways, I'm kind of happy with the whole Batman Begins style reboot with the Punisher franchise. Pretty stoked about that. So, I mean, you know, we'll have to wait till December 5th to see what's up. And, yep, so that's my thoughts on the movie, or on the trailer and how people react to shit. So yeah, I have no idea. You know, if you guys like it, you guys think it's, you know, you guys like it, my opinion, hate it, you know, fine by me, because we all have our opinions. And I'm just using one form of media to get mine out. So, just leave a comment or a message and I'll respond. Either way, you know, if you love it, hate it,